The world is a chessboard, and the game is rarely what it seems. We think we understand desire, attraction, the dance of relationships, but lurking beneath the surface is something far more primal, far more calculated. What if I told you the spaces you think are safe, the very places you frequent, are not what they seem? What if these spaces are being hunted, specifically by a demographic you might not expect, for reasons that will chill you to the bone? This isn't fiction. This is the reality unfolding in our society, and understanding it is paramount for your own protection and awareness. Today, we delve into 7 locations that are increasingly being targeted, and the motives behind this selection are darker and more complex than you might imagine. Welcome back to the channel, where we cut through the noise and expose the hidden truths of modern relationships and the often unspoken dynamics between men and women. Today, we embark on a journey into a world most men are completely unaware of. This isn't about stereotypes or broad generalizations. This is about understanding patterns, motivations, and the strategic choices some older women are making within the dating landscape. We will dissect the complex tapestry of desire, power, and age, and uncover the 7 specific places where these forces converge. Prepare to have your perspective challenged. We'll have 7 chapters in total where we'll unveil this chilling pattern. Before we begin this crucial exploration, I need you to understand, this information is vital. Your understanding of these patterns can drastically change how you view your interactions and your surroundings. Stick around to the very end, because the conclusions I draw from this information will likely surprise you and give you a new lens through which to view the world. Remember that the conclusions will be at the end. Don't miss it. So, let's dive in. Chapter 1, The Allure of the Gym. We begin with a location that most people associate with health and self-improvement, the gym. But beneath the surface of treadmills and weight racks, a more calculated game is being played. For some older women, the gym is a carefully selected hunting ground. It's not just about staying fit, it's about the strategic opportunity to observe and interact with a particular type of man. Younger, physically fit, and often less experienced in reading these subtle social cues. The gym offers a unique combination of circumstances. Men are often in a vulnerable state, distracted by their workouts, and physically exposed. This vulnerability is an advantage for women who are intentionally seeking a specific type of connection. Moreover, the gym provides a recurring meeting point, allowing for repeated interactions and the development of more than just casual acquaintance. The perceived ease of access, coupled with the low barrier to entry, makes the gym a surprisingly potent environment for strategic selection. This seemingly innocent environment masks a calculated dance of attraction and pursuit, something most men are totally oblivious to. The power dynamic here is often tilted subtly in favor of the woman who understands the terrain, a realization that might be uncomfortable for some, but a crucial aspect to accept. Chapter 2, The Serenity of Yoga Studios. Next, we explore the tranquil and seemingly innocuous environment of yoga studios. These spaces, designed for mental and physical well-being, have also become a surprising haven for women seeking connection, but often with a specific agenda. The intimate setting of a yoga class, with its focus on mindfulness and vulnerability, creates an atmosphere ripe for forming personal bonds. The physical proximity, shared experiences, and emotional openness cultivated during practice all contribute to a unique space for connection. What many don't realize is that this connection is sometimes calculated, less about shared enlightenment, and more about strategic positioning. The yoga studio is a place where younger men, often in search of deeper meaning or spiritual connection, may be more susceptible to the attention of an older woman who appears enlightened, calm, and in control of her own being. The physical touch and intimacy of certain poses can also be interpreted beyond the boundaries of yoga, blurring lines and creating opportunities for attraction. This environment, characterized by trust and a sense of community, can be exploited by those who understand the undercurrents of the game. The serene exterior conceals a subtle battleground for connections, a concept that challenges the very essence of a seemingly spiritual practice. Chapter 3. The intellectual haven of libraries and bookstores. Libraries and bookstores, once quiet refuges for solitary pursuits, have now become unexpected hubs for strategic connections. These environments are attractive to older women for a multitude of reasons, starting with the type of men they are likely to encounter: intellectual, often introverted and perhaps less assertive in the dating arena. This specific type of man may be drawn to the perceived sophistication and intellectual depth that some women of a certain age project. Libraries and bookstores provide a shared sense of interest, creating a natural starting point for conversation. The quiet atmosphere allows for more intimate interactions, away from the noise and distractions of other social settings. It's not just about finding someone with a shared love of literature. It's about positioning oneself in a setting where the intellectual vulnerabilities of certain men can be observed and explored. Here, the chase is less physical and more cerebral, a calculated game of wit and intellect that often plays out under the surface of literary discussions. The assumed vulnerability and genuine interest of the man can lead to an underestimation of the strategic pursuit taking place, highlighting a calculated approach not often associated with these peaceful settings. The power in this arena is the power of quiet observation, strategic conversation, and well-placed curiosity. Chapter 4. The Energy of Art Galleries and Museums. Art galleries and museums, often perceived as spaces of high culture and intellectual engagement, also serve as a strategic location for connection for some older women. The cultural setting provides an opportunity for women to demonstrate their refined tastes and interests, appealing to men who appreciate sophistication and depth. The seemingly intellectual shared experience of appreciating art becomes an excuse for prolonged interaction, allowing for closer observation and a natural flow of conversation. The beauty of art offers common ground for conversation and also creates a relaxed setting, lowering guards and inhibitions. The perceived sophistication of both the location and the individual can create a strong appeal to a particular type of man. These venues become a perfect place to display a carefully constructed image, with the art acting as a backdrop to a subtle and strategic selection process. The power dynamics are hidden in the shared experience of culture and aesthetics, providing camouflage for those who are adept at reading and maneuvering within these social cues. A man's admiration for art can be easily intertwined with admiration for the woman who appreciates it, showcasing the power of strategic context and well-placed charm. Chapter 5. The Social Buzz of Wine Bars and Upscale Cafes. We now shift to the more social and vibrant spaces of wine bars and upscale cafes, which offer a different kind of hunting ground. The relaxed yet sophisticated atmosphere of these locations provides the perfect setting for observation and approach. These venues are not just places to socialize, they are often carefully curated environments designed to attract a certain demographic. Women, who strategically choose these places, know that they'll encounter men who appreciate a certain level of refinement and social status. The presence of alcohol and the ease of conversation lower inhibitions, making men more susceptible to charm and interaction. The casual nature of these environments also means that casual encounters can easily progress into something more substantial. These places also provide a visual buffet of potential partners, allowing for observation and strategic selection. The seemingly casual and social atmosphere hides the calculated dance of courtship that is playing out in these spaces. It's a place where a woman's social confidence and sophistication can be wielded effectively, blurring the lines between friendly banter and strategic pursuit. The casual encounter can often be engineered with intention, and it's this subtle strategy that is often missed. Chapter 6. The Relaxed Vibe of Co-working Spaces. The modern workplace has evolved beyond traditional offices to include co-working spaces, which have now become yet another strategic location for connection. The professional setting of co-working spaces can disguise the romantic or even manipulative intentions that are sometimes present. These spaces offer an environment where individuals are forced into close proximity, providing numerous opportunities for interaction. The shared professional atmosphere can also create a sense of camaraderie and trust, which can be exploited by those with calculated intent. Furthermore, this environment might also have a perception of safety and shared values, which can lull men into a false sense of security. In this environment, it's common to see individuals from various fields and backgrounds, creating a diverse and attractive pool of potential partners. The perceived professional and collaborative nature of the setting can mask the strategic pursuit that is taking place. The daily interactions in co-working environments provide ample opportunities for cultivating relationships, turning seemingly professional interactions into personal ones, often with hidden agendas in play. Chapter 7. The seclusion of online communities. Finally, we arrive at the virtual realm of online communities. While not a physical space, these forums, groups, and social platforms have become an increasingly potent battleground for those seeking connections. The anonymity of the internet allows for carefully crafted online personas, often tailored to attract a particular type of individual. These digital spaces, whether they are niche groups or larger platforms, offer a space where individuals can choose who they engage with and how. The sense of community, however, can create a deceptive feeling of safety, even while a subtle game of seduction might be underway. The digital world allows for a calculated approach where interaction can be carefully controlled and where a profile can be strategically curated to attract a specific type of partner. Unlike physical settings, online spaces allow for the creation of an ideal version of oneself, making it easier to present a carefully crafted image that suits a specific agenda. The perceived safety of the digital setting often masks the strategic undercurrents that are present. There is an invisible dynamic in the virtual world that manipulates perceptions and cultivates relationships with surprising ease and often under false pretenses. And that's it. 7 places you might have thought were safe, everyday locations with seemingly innocent purposes, each one hiding a darker truth. Now, you might be looking at this thinking it's a generalization or some paranoid fantasy of the internet. I wish that was the case, but it's not. What we need to understand is that the world is not as simple as we want it to be. We think of human relationships as organic, natural, and built on genuine connection, but many times these connections are not what they appear. So, what does this mean for you? It means the game is more complex than you realize, and awareness is your best defense. It is essential to look beyond the superficial and observe the hidden undercurrents that exist in our society. And the surprise? The pattern we've just discussed, the strategy, and the calculated targeting of young men by some older women. These are not isolated incidents. They are part of a societal shift, a complex interplay of power, desire, and age. These women, often overlooked or underestimated, are increasingly strategic in their pursuits. They understand the game, and they're playing it to win. So be aware, observe, and most importantly, don't be naive. The next interaction you have could be something completely different than you think. This is a new reality, and now that you are aware, you are better protected. This is a vital issue, and understanding it will make you more informed and more safe in your dating life. So if you found this video helpful, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more information that will change the way you view the world. Thank you for watching.